He'll drop to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. And give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Todd Davis in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So the sack on first down there by the defense, and now it's second down. Now back to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. And Aguayo's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Jameis to throw it.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They'll run it. Here's Martin. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Working out of the gun, Winston. Jackson's got it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. From the gun, Winston. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He'll get the penalty yardage back exactly, 10 yards, as they'll get it to 2nd and 10. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. To throw is Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or, even worse, an interception.
Second down, Winston. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 3rd down, Winston. Over the middle, complete. It's Jackson. Needed 13, they got 14 on 3rd down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
11 more on that one and another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They go play action here on first down. It's caught by Jackson. 10 more there and another first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run. Martin. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Doug Martin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
So that'll back him up 5. Nick Folk for the point after. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. This is going the other way. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Here's Henderson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. Back deep for the Bucs, Deshaun Jackson. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset,
Yep.
Draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Here's Winston. Flushed out right. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Oh, he stays up. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They'll throw again. Winston. Being chased out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jordan Willis in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Malone. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Levante David in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Second down, and the offense needing 5 yards. Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Brian Anger now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at about the 28. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
First down, Winston. Throw left side complete. It's Jackson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Fresh set of downs here. Winston. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. And even 50 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Geno Atkins able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. Winston gives to Martin on the draw. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They do get 6, but they've still got some work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And he knew he was going to take a shot in the pocket. He did, but he also found a way to get it into the end zone.
And that has to ease the pain a little bit of the shot he took, didn't it? Being able to throw it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. He'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They'll run with Henderson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They try to fire up the running game with Martin. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Third and long for Winston. Flush to his right. 20. He's got Evans. And now a 1st down following that long gain. From the red zone now, Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Geno Atkins in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. Going right side here, and that's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Winston with a give to Martin. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. Elsewhere, second half action at Heinz Field. Chargers have just stretched their lead with a score. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to launch this into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They start the drive with Martin. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
That'll go as a loss of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. So the D-line's going to spread out. Play fake. Winston. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 34. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Oh, the Buccaneer Pressure too much. Down he goes. Levante David in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Now the Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. On the carry is Henderson. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think he maybe... And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one... that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Following the penalty, Martin fights loose. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, so much for situational football because that's the absolute last thing you want to do when you're protecting a lead in the 4th quarter. Not only do you lose yardage, but you find a way to go out of bounds and stop the clock.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the the Bengal pressure.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw here. And the pressure gets to him again. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
First down, here's the run with Martin. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They run it again with Martin. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. On third down, here's an option play left. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be fourth down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now Henderson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Clock running here under 90 seconds to go. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Now a handoff here to his running back. A big hit. Knocked down sideways, right at the line of scrimmage. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
Back to throw now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Here we go. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Here we go. 3-19.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Now let's go.
On 2nd down, Martin. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
A fourth quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Chargers have just scored, so they extend their lead. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Tampa Bay, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.
Lil Wiser.